Hello, everybody. You got to talk in faith when you be on live because you could literally be talking to no one. But I believe I'm talking to someone, whether you're watching now or you'll watch later. You're somebody, so I'm talking to you. Um, I'm just getting started with this whole podcast thing. We have a lot to talk about today because, y'all, it has been a journey. Matter of fact, I'm about to move my notepad closer to me because I could ramble real bad and I don't want to do that to y'all. So I did prepare me some notes because I get very, very, very distracted. But anyway, like I was saying, it's my first run with this podcast thing. This is something that I was supposed to start like months ago, and I was procrastinating real bad with it. Which is so funny because that's actually what we're going to be talking about today. I'm just going to take a moment, of course, to do all the preliminaries. This is a brand new podcast. It's primarily going to be on YouTube. However, I didn't know you have to, I guess when you're starting a stream on YouTube, you have to, you got to give it like 24 hours to activate your streaming capabilities. So still subscribe to the channel, but I am not live on YouTube at the current moment. I have to wait the 24 hours in order to be able to do that. So I'm going to just post the recording on YouTube for this episode. But after that, then I'll start to be live on there. And then also, of course, if you're watching it right now, that means you're probably on Facebook Live. So that's where I'll be doing lives from as well. So if you're not following me yet, please do. If you're not friends with me, I can still take friend requests. I'm open to friend requests. So send me a friend request and I'll definitely accept you. But I'll be live on there as well. So I just want to get all the preliminaries out the way and let y'all know YouTube is going to be the main place where I'm going to be. I mean, really YouTube and Facebook Live because they're all connected with the streaming service that I'm using. So you can catch me on either one. So make sure you follow and like and subscribe and comment and all of that good stuff on either one. Even if you're watching the replay, please still leave a comment because I do respond. I will respond. But the whole purpose of this is to be more live so that I could communicate with you all. So I like engagement. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, y'all, because I feel like it's buzzing in my ear. I hope y'all can still hear me pretty fine. Let me check my levels, but I like engagement. So I want to be able to talk to y'all. I want y'all to be able to talk back. The original name for the show was actually supposed to be Talk Back Thursday, but in the event that I won't make it on a Thursday, I didn't want to be limited to that name. So I might maybe make that a segment as a part of the show or something, but I don't know. I like this name better because it flows more with what we're going to be doing on here, what we're going to be talking about and stuff like that. So please, again, like me on all the socials. I do have a TikTok, but I'm going to tell you now, if you get on there right now, you ain't going to see nothing because I don't know why this thing keeps double clicking. I'm sorry, guys. What am I doing, Lord? Okay, there we go. I don't be on there like that. I want to learn how to be on there like that. So please still follow me on there too. If you're good at TikTok, hit me up because I be struggling with TikTok sometimes. And it's more the consistency. I guess you can't really help me with consistency, but it's because the little bitty clips and always remembering to turn my phone the long way and even YouTube shorts. I'm going to get better, y'all. I promise I'm going to get better. But I'm going to go ahead and dive into what I have for y'all today because I don't want to be on here too long. It's noonday. I got to still clean up. I got things to do before them kids get out of school. Listen, I got a lot going on. So anyway, today we're going to be talking about the danger of perfectionism. And the whole reason I originally had something else planned for my first episode, but I'm switching it up a little bit because I feel like this flows a lot better with the fact that I am launching today and with the fact that there was much perfectionism that was holding me back from even starting. And that's kind of what I want to get into today. So the danger of perfectionism. Number one, Perfectionism brings procrastination, and I am a living witness with this very podcast. I was so focused on trying to get everything perfect. I want to get the right lights. I want to get the right microphone. I gotta get the right camera. I want to make sure I'm using the right platforms. All y'all, I spent so much money and so much time, not realizing that it did not have to be all of that. And so I was actually supposed to start this podcast like December, January timeframe. I got a dream. Not even, it wasn't really a dream because I was wide awake. I guess it's more like a vision. I had got a vision like in the middle of the night. And I woke up, wrote everything down, went back to sleep. You know, you get that real like zealous, giddy feeling like, okay, I finally got something. You know, and at the time I was really struggling with like, what's my purpose, this and that. Because let me tell y'all, I know that I'm supposed to be doing things that are related to media and entertainment. Like, if you don't know about the 7 spheres of influence, you should really look that up. My first lady at my church, she did a powerful teaching on it, and I wish I could find it. It was some years ago, and I literally can't remember what day it was. I've been looking for it for a while, but you can also Google it. The 7 spheres of influence, or the 7 mountains of influence, some people call it. It's like government, education, entertainment, media, all the different things. I don't know all 7 of them by heart, but I know that those are some of them. So I always struggled with wondering like which one I'm called to, even though it was kind of natural to know which ones I fit better into. People that know me know. And so I'm just like, you have those moments where you're just like, oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to be. Like, who am I? What am I called to do? I struggle with that so bad. Like, every other week, I'm like, Lord, what am I supposed to do? And he'd be like, girl, I done showed you about 11 times, and you ain't got it by now. But anyway, he gave me the vision for this in the middle of the night, a couple months ago, like December or January sometime. I know it was, I think it was January, because I know it was after we did our church 21-day fast that we do every year in January. And so I know it was around that time, but I didn't do nothing with it. I'm not gonna say I didn't do anything. I did way too much. That's the perfect thing to say. I was doing way too much. Literally, the day he gave it to me, I need some water. I'm gonna have to go get me some water. Literally, the day he gave it to me, I started doing my research, YouTube University, you already know. And then I went straight to Best Buy because I'm like, Amazon, no, I need stuff today. I'm ready to get started today. So I went to Best Buy and I bought 2 microphones. I bought one, ended up having to take the other one back because I think it was defective or something. And so I took that one back, bought another one, which is the one I'm actually on now. I've been had these lights that I'm using. Like, I had things in the house already, but I went and bought all this little different stuff because I'm like, yeah, I want to be, I wanted this, I wanted that, I want to have this. And still didn't do nothing with it. I went through some things within the next few months after that happened. So then I literally threw away everything. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. So I started trying to dabble in all different things because I'm like, Lord, what am I supposed to do? What can I do? I want to do this. I want to do that. I want this type of lifestyle. I want that type of, so I need to be able to do the things to get to this and this and that. And literally he kept saying, what did I tell you to do? Didn't I tell you to start the podcast? I literally kept dismissing it. Like, yeah, that's cool. That might be a little side hustle. That might be a little hobby or whatever. But no, I really need a career. I really maybe I should do this. I should go to school for this. Da, 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 da. Literally, he was like, what did I tell you to do? Still ignoring it. So then finally, I was like, okay, well, I bought all this stuff. Let me just try to set up, get my setup going. I got, all the things to do my setup or whatever. Still didn't do nothing with it. Stuff started collecting dust, legit. Cleaned out this whole room, everything. Still didn't do nothing. Then some time went on. I started okay, well, I'll try to attempt to pick it back up again. So I started asking questions, getting back on YouTube, trying to figure out how to get started. And I still didn't do nothing with it. I was getting all the knowledge, getting all the research, and I was just like, okay. And I'm the type of person, I cannot know too much because my head start getting overwhelmed. So I started wasting time again, like I said, wasting time, wasting money. I done bought so much stuff, y'all. It's ridiculous. Still to not get the look and stuff that I wanted. So I was at church a couple weeks ago, and one of our associate pastors actually pulled me to the side. We work in media together. So he pulled me to the side and he was like, out of nowhere, first of all, because I'm like, where is this coming from? He was like, Allie, I want you to read Judges 3:31. And I'm like, okay, I'm always down for a good little Bible study, a good little Bible challenge, whatever. I know for a fact that was a scripture that I really didn't know nothing about. And so I'm like, okay. So I read it right there on spot because I'm like, well, let me see what it's saying. And I'm actually going to read it for y'all because it actually ended up in the moment. I was like, okay, that's cool or whatever. But it was later on when the revelation actually like literally slapped me upside my head. Let me go to it. Y'all, it's really hard talking to nobody because this is solo podcasting is not for the weak. It is not for the weak. Like, I'm over here like, okay, I hope I'm not rambling. I hope I'm staying on topic. Y'all bear with me, okay? And I hope I'm not sounding all fuzzy and stuff in the microphone. Let me go to that scripture because I want to show y'all why not procrastination. Well, I guess that too. But why perfectionism is such a danger if you're not careful. Judges 3:31 is what he asked me to read. I'm gonna read it in an NLT because that's my version. I need stuff Barney style. Break it down to me Barney style, honey. I can't do all that complex stuff. So it says, after Ehud, I don't know if I'm saying these names right. After Ehud, Shamgar, son of Anath, rescued Israel. He once killed 600 Philistines with an ox goad, I guess it is. I never heard of that. And I asked him, I said, well, what does that mean? Like, in the moment, I didn't understand the revelation. I didn't even understand why he was asking me to read that. Because I'm like, first of all, where is this even coming from? Like, I just walked in the room. What is you talking about? But he had to break the scripture down to me because I didn't get the big boom of revelation at the moment. And basically, all that scripture means is that Shamgar used what he had. Plain and simple. He used what he had and he was able to take out 600 Philistines. So it's almost like David. Like, Saul was trying to get him to wear all of his armor when he was getting ready to take down the Goliath. And he's like, I'm not built for this. This stuff don't even fit me. I can't use this. I'm just going to use my little slingshot and my stones. And he took that giant down. So when I read that, I was like, okay, that's cool. I like that revelation. But it didn't really hit home until a few weeks later. I was literally laying in my bed and I was asking God, like, what should I do? What can I do? He literally told me 5,000 times. And I'm literally like, yeah, that's not good enough. And I'm not saying that verbally, but in my mind, I'm like, that's not good enough. Like, I need something else. Because if I do this podcast, I'm going to have to wait for people to know who I am. I'm going to have to wait for this and that. I need coins now. And I'm not doing this for the coins. Let's make that clear. But I'm just saying, like, I wanted a career. Like, I need a career. What can I do? I have so much background in so many things. And literally it boiled down to obedience. Like, just do what I told you to do and use what you have to do it. And literally the light bulb clicked out of nowhere. Like, okay, I have all of these things. Some stuff I really don't even need to do what he asked me to do. So I'm coming to you all today doing that very thing. I did a little bit more touch-ups to my setup. Still wasn't satisfied. I was still trying to perfect everything. I recorded, I think, 1 or 2 episodes of the podcast, deleted them. Like, horrible. I don't like it. The color is off. I want that really technical, professional look. I'm actually trying to teach myself color grading as we speak right now. And I was trying to do all of these things just to realize that you don't need all of that. And I still didn't get it. It was not until earlier today, which is why I decided to randomly launch. It's going to all make sense in a minute. I decided to randomly launch. I literally stumbled across this young lady's YouTube channel today. And she had been popping up on my YouTube feed for a while, and I never thought to click on her channel. I've wanted to, but literally when I be on YouTube, it's literally because I'm probably looking up something specific. So today I wasn't really looking up nothing specific, and I actually clicked on her channel and I clicked on one of her videos. And y'all, This girl blessed me and probably don't even know in how many ways she blessed me, because on her channel, she doesn't have the big technical color grading schemes. If I'm the way it looks to me, it looks like she may be only using like 1 or 2 lights. She's got this handheld microphone that she connected, a USB mic, which I'm using right here. She's sitting on her couch. Her couch looks super comfortable, by the way. She's barefoot in her regular clothes with her MacBook on the side and her microphone in her hand and her iPad in front of her for her notes. And I'm telling you, this girl has 100 and something thousand followers. And I can tell that she literally just did what God told her to do. And that thing, just clicking on her video, I don't even know what her video was about, to be honest with y'all, because I was looking at the behind the scenes thing. Like, I was looking at what's the word I'm looking for? I was looking at just the fact that she just did it. She just picked up whatever she had, her light, her microphone, and her iPad, and she's just doing it. And all the while, everybody around me that has known that I was going to start this podcast, everybody around me, even myself, have been saying, just start. And I'm like, no, because it got to be on point. Like, if I'm coming through, I'm the new kid on the block, so it got to be on point. And it's like, you're looking at the wrong things. Like, no lie, I was literally looking at the glitz and the glam and, oh, I'm not going to get that many followers if I don't do this and this and that. When God literally broke me down and he was like, who are you doing this for? Took me out, slapped me in my whole face, because that's really the truth. Like, am I doing this for the likes, the clicks, the comments, the subscribers? In a sense, yes, but that's not ultimately what should be driving me. So trying to appease to people in the look is not what I should be focused on. So I'm going to tell you now, you're not going to get glitz and glam. I'm learning color grading. You might get a little of that if I do learn it. But if I never learn it, this right here, how it looks right now, is what you're going to get. But if you're here for the content, then that's all that matters. If I'm supposed to be here and just glorify God in everything that he's given me to say to whoever you're going to be, whoever audience I'm driven to, that's just what it is. Like, I'm a little funny or whatever. You know, I pray you get some personality. I pray you get some word. I pray you get whatever God, even if it's just being encouraged and lightening your day, just with a smile. Even if it's that, I pray that you get everything that you're supposed to get out of this podcast. I pray that I get everything that I'm supposed to get out of this podcast, as knowing that I'm touching lives, whether it's 2 lives or 2 million lives or something in between. I just want to touch lives. I just want to encourage. I just want to talk. Because one thing about me, baby, I can talk and can talk all day. That's why I have to have this. Because if I don't keep myself on a pattern, on a script, on a schedule or something, I'm going to be all over the place. And I just want to bring who God created me to be. And if I'm not for you, I'm just not for you. And that's okay. There's so many other podcasts. There's so many other content creators. There's so many other people out there. So you will find who is for you. But I know that God put something on the inside of me where I can bless somebody and share experiences, share my testimonies. I got testimonies for days. We overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So you're going to get that. You're going to get truth. You're going to get real talk. You're going to get all of that on here. But I myself had to get to the place where, Allie, it's not about all of these things. Because now you're looking at the vanity of it all instead of looking at what God told you to do. Instead of being obedient to what God told you to do. And y'all, I went on a whole fast. I was literally like on this whole obedience kick. Just do what you're supposed to do. Just do what you. And I was struggling so bad with that thing. Like, I had ran across this lady and she was doing, she was also doing a live. And hers, this woman has 300 something thousand followers. And I keep saying that to bring context to what I'm talking about, because it's not about that. And this is really me. Even if I don't convince y'all and I don't encourage y'all, I'm gonna encourage myself, because this is really about me. This is really for me to remember. And I figured somebody could use this. It don't have to be all of that. This lady, quality wasn't even the best. It looked like she just was using her phone to just talk, but the content, the substance, and my homeboy literally told me this in the very beginning. He said, just focus on the content. And I didn't do that. I was focusing on all of these things, lights and color grading and sound and all of this stuff. And it's still not the best, but guess what? I'm just going to focus on the content in this moment. But anyway, I was watching this lady's video and she was talking about obedience. And she was sharing a story of how this other lady that she met, they were on a podcast together. And God had kept telling her, write the book, write the book, write the book. And she was like, oh, I'm going to jump and shout, got my word. Yes, oh, Father, I'm writing the book. Yes, in the name of Jesus. And she went home and she didn't do nothing with it. Never wrote the book. Until one day she was in the bookstore and she saw the very book, the very title, the very color scheme, everything of the book that she was supposed to write. Somebody else wrote it. God gave it to somebody else. God gave the vision to somebody else. And I know that probably ate her up. Because I can only imagine if I didn't do what I was supposed to do, and if I would have kept procrastinating, I would have kept waiting, trying to be perfectionist with everything, God would have given this vision to somebody else. I'm still trying to understand the fullness of the vision, but whatever it is, if I would have kept prolonging this, he would have given it to somebody else. So I just want to be an encouragement when it comes to obedience. Honey, Nike said it best, just do it. And this is me trying to even encourage myself. That is why I'm taking this time out to even jump on here. I'm probably rambling. I'm probably all over the place. But this is me. This is the epitome of me walking out the word that he just gave me. Just do it. Stop trying to be a perfectionist. Stop trying to make sure everything is in its, the lighting is on point. The camera is on point. I'm using my phone, by the way. The camera is on point. The streaming is on point. The platform is on point. The color grading is on point. Stop. Because the more you try to be a perfectionist, the more you're going to procrastinate. Literally, to me, the two go hand in hand. For me. So that's what I've been doing. And so today, being right here on this live, this is me telling myself, Allie, stop trying to be a perfectionist and just do it. You have something that somebody can glean from, but how can they glean from it if you don't never put it out? And that goes for you too. God has given you something. There's something, whether it's a piece of art, a piece of work, a business idea, even if it is walking up to somebody and sharing a word with them. God gave you something, and I'm just coming here as a living witness to tell you, just do it. If you know for sure it came from him, there's no other reason to procrastinate. I should have just picked this phone up, used this little window and used some sunlight and spoke in my phone about whatever it is that God wants me to share with you all. And I didn't do that. I waited 5 or 6 months now to get the ball rolling with something that he been gave me. Missing opportunities to minister to somebody, missing opportunities to encourage somebody, missing opportunities to shed light on particular topics for somebody. All in the name of, oh, I'm trying to have the look. I'm trying to have this. I'm trying to have it. It got to look right. It got to be on point. Don't do that to yourself. I'm telling you, this is liberating, just sitting here, just doing what I do best, talking. I'm always somewhere talking or trying to make somebody laugh. One of the two. This is a more serious moment, so you're probably not getting all of what you can get from me, and that's all right. It's okay. I'm going to get there because I'm really trying to push this, letting it be known to just start, letting it be known to not be a perfectionist, letting it be known to not be a procrastinator. Like I said, for me, the two go hand in hand. I'm sure I'm not the only one out there, so somebody let me know if this is you too. Again, like I said, you can catch me on the other platforms, on YouTube, on Facebook. I'm probably about to get off of here because I just wanted to spill that little bean and just let this be the breaking ground. I'm gonna bring y'all some much better stuff. I got a list of things I'm doing, but I had to get on here. Like, it was literally like an urgent, like, movement for me. This really, if you benefit from this, I bless the Lord. But this was really an encouragement. I cannot talk today. This was really an encouragement to me to just start. Because literally, if I did not come across that young lady's channel, and when I repost this, I'm going to drop her channel in the description. She blessed me. And she doesn't even know it wasn't what she was talking about that blessed me. That did too, but it was the fact that she just used what she had to do what God called her to do. And that is what has been being told to me by God himself, by the people around me, through his word, through other testimonies. And I still didn't get it until this moment. Clicking on her video and seeing she just did it. And then, of course, consistency, that's going to be a whole nother video for a whole nother time, because that's something within itself. But she just got up and she just did it. And that blessed me. She didn't have all the fancy lights. She didn't have all the fancy color grading, intros, any of that. She just doing what God told her to do. And it blessed me because that's all he's asking of me. I don't know where this podcast is going to go. I have visions and dreams of where I would love for it to go. But if it never gets there, I will be satisfied in knowing that I'm doing what God told me to do out of the act of obedience that he put on me. I don't know what's going to come of it. You may not know what's going to come of whatever you're in. If he told you to apply for the job, apply for the job. If he told you to go get the house, go get the house. If he told you to leave that person alone, go leave that person alone. If he told you to give up this small thing because he's got something bigger, then do it. Because we never know what God has in store. We never know what's on the other side of obedience, of our obedience. You won't know until you just do it. Some things are scary. This was scary to think about doing because I failed at so many things before. So many things. I've wasted so much money, time, resources, being scared and out of fear and just trying to try something. So now I'm like, the things he's actually telling me to do, I'm like, I don't know. Remember that last time I blew them hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to do this? He's like, but I'm in this. So I just need you to do it. And so that's my encouraging word for you today. Just do it. I should have titled it, Just Do It. I might just do that because I'm telling you, perfectionism, procrastination, it will affect everything that he's trying to do in you. Obedience is better than sacrifice. I'm telling you, I know. And I just want to encourage you today. That's really all I came on to do. Like I said, encourage myself, encourage you. Just be obedient. Make sure you're hearing clearly that it's him. And when you've solidified, okay, this is God. Even if you're unsure, just step out in any way. Just step out anyway. But I know obedience can be scary sometimes. I know obedience can be, you don't want to do it all the time because we want to do us. We want to do what we want to do. I had a plan for what I wanted to do. Lots of them. But it's like he would not he wouldn't lift this off of me. So I said, okay, Lord, there got to be something to this. I'm just going to do it. But even in that, I kept trying to find the perfect time and the perfect setup and all of that. But today I'm making this be known that I've gotten up and I've decided to just do it. I don't know what's going to come of this, but it is what it is. And that's all I got today. I don't have much. I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I'm just going to share my information again at the bottom where where you can follow me. Most of you probably already are just, my friends on Facebook, and that's great. But please, 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 if you don't mind, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll link it in the chat down below so that you can do that. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here because I have a ton of things to do today. But I just want to encourage you, if I can encourage you with anything else, is to just do it, just do it, just do it. And watch God move. Watch God take care of the rest. It's like stepping stones. You're building on it. When you make one step, then he'll give you the instructions to make the next step. And I'm believing that for my own life, and I'm believing it for yours too. So again, I am very nervous if you can't tell. It was different when I was recording versus being live. I got to get a little more comfortable. But if you do watch this, or if you are watching this, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. I'm very new to this in a sense, not technically, but somewhat. So I don't take any type of support for granted, any type at all whatsoever. So again, thank you so much in advance for your support, and be on the lookout for the next live. I got some amazing topics coming up. I don't even want to say what they are. I just want you to just follow, because I'm telling you, it's getting ready to be a ride. So thank y'all so much for joining me today. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, and I'll see y'all in the next live. Thank you, guys.